You're watching 41 Action News.
Even if school is delayed, will students actually be in school when they return? For now, it appears to be a case of wait and see for a lot of districts.
Well, one factor schools have to consider, can they be held liable if students and staff get sick? Gabriella Pagan has that story.
With the clock counting down to the first day of school, whether it's virtual, in person, or hybrid, the goal for many districts is to get back into the classroom eventually.
Wishful thinking, we always want that to happen because the best case scenario is for our children to be right in front of us.
Okay. If in-person learning is in full swing and a student gets COVID-19, who is legally responsible?
My legal opinion, and also some of my colleagues that I've been talking to actually across the country, is that schools will be liable.
While there's been no precedent on the coronavirus pandemic, attorney Natasha Scruggs says it makes things even more complicated.
Attorneys and legislatures and judges are going to be making the law up as we go. And if something, for God forbid, were to happen to a bunch of kids, a lawsuit is literally inevitable.
She says determining a school's responsibility and if it could even be held responsible if there's an outbreak is murky because of current laws on the books.
We do have provisions in there about outbreaks, and we do have provisions saying that if your child has an infectious disease that could be spread, then your child should not come to school.
Contradicting, she says, back to school athletic waivers like this, seen in St. Louis, essentially waiving a parent's right to certain legal action if their child gets COVID-19.
In my opinion, and also opinions of other attorneys, is this not going to hold up in court.
41 Action News has checked and has not been made aware of any back-to-school waivers and confirms with both Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas public schools, they have not been sent to parents.
I will tell you, we have not discussed waivers at all as a part of our process. I think the only thing that districts can do is keep the lines of communication open, make sure that you keep your legal team close by, which we do, and make sure that as a district, we are doing everything that we can to keep everyone safe.
Shepard says it's important to note looking at the data has been a critical part of KCPS doing that after it showed Kansas City public schools were where many of the highest case counts were.
And that information basically pointed us towards not having kids and not having adults in school because it's just not safe right now.
I think parents are each other's best resource for all of this. Like, we all know each other's kids. Our kids are all friends. Some of them even call me auntie. So it's like, let's just make sure that we're there for each other.
Gabriella Pagan, 41 Action News.